Imagine a world where searching the internet doesn't drown you in ads and irrelevant links, but gives you precise, trustworthy answers backed by sources. That's the vision behind Perplexity AI, a startup that's shaking up the $200 billion search industry. Founded in 2022 by former Google and OpenAI engineers Aravind Srinivas, Andy Konwinski, Denys Yaratz, and Johnny Ho, Perplexity aims to make AI your ultimate research assistant. In just 2 years, they've raised over $250 million in funding and reached millions of users. But how did a small team in San Francisco dare to challenge giants like Google? It all started with a simple frustration. Why can't search be smarter? As we dive into their story, you'll see how Perplexity is blending large language models with real-time web data to create something revolutionary. Stick around as we break down their journey from idea to impact. Perplexity's founders weren't novices. They brought battle-tested experience from tech's biggest names. Aravind Srinivas, the CEO, spent years at OpenAI and DeepMind, honing his expertise in AI that understands human queries. The team saw a gap. Traditional search engines rely on keyword matching and page ranks, often leading to information overload. What if AI could interpret intent, synthesize information, and cite sources transparently? That's the what if that sparked Perplexity. They bootstrapped with a prototype using GPT models fine-tuned for search, launching in beta to early adopters. Feedback poured in, users loved the concise answers without the clickbait. But building this wasn't easy. They faced skepticism from investors who questioned taking on Google. Yet their optimism prevailed. As Aravind put it, we're not replacing search. We're evolving it. This analytical approach to AI integration set the stage for their rapid growth, proving that a clear vision can disrupt even the most entrenched markets. At its core, Perplexity isn't just another chatbot. It's an AI search engine designed for truth and efficiency. Unlike Google, which points you to pages, Perplexity generates direct answers by crawling the web in real time and using models like their custom Perplexity engine. This hybrid approach combines retrieval-augmented generation, RAG, with LLMs, ensuring responses are fresh and verifiable. Early users, from students to professionals, raved about saving hours on research. But let's break it down. Their tech stack processes queries in milliseconds, pulling from billions of pages while citing them inline. This transparency builds trust, a key differentiator in an era of misinformation. For young innovators watching, consider this. Perplexity's success stems from solving a real pain point with accessible AI. They're not hoarding black box tech, they're democratizing it. As we move into their challenges, remember, disruption starts with empathy for the user's daily grind. No startup journey is smooth, and Perplexity hit roadblocks early. The search market is a fortress. Google commands 90% share, backed by decades of data and ad revenue. Investors worried about scalability. AI queries are compute-intensive, costing pennies per use but scaling to fortunes. Legal hurdles loomed too. Content publishers accused AI search of scraping without permission, echoing lawsuits against similar tools. Perplexity had to pivot, investing in ethical data practices and partnerships. Internally, talent wars raged. Top AI engineers are gold, and retaining them amid burnout was tough. Yet analytically, these challenges fueled innovation. They optimized models for efficiency, reducing costs by 50% through clever pruning techniques. For aspiring entrepreneurs, this is gold. Obstacles like these test resilience. Perplexity didn't fold. They adapted, turning impossible into inevitable. Their story reminds us that in AI, the real competition is against complacency, not just incumbents. Diving deeper into their hurdles, technical challenges were relentless. Training AI on vast datasets requires immense resources, and Perplexity grappled with hallucinations, where models spit out false info. They tackled this with rigorous fact-checking layers, blending human oversight with automated verification. Competition intensified as Microsoft and others poured billions into AI search. Market adoption. Users stuck to habits, so Perplexity focused on niches like research and e-commerce, where depth trumps speed. Funding rounds were nail-biters. Their Series A at $26 million valued them at $520 million, but dilution fears loomed. Optimistically, these pressures honed their edge. Data shows AI search users convert 30% faster per industry reports. For 20-somethings building apps, think, what daily frustration can your AI fix? Perplexity's grit turned skeptics into believers, proving that analytical problem-solving beats brute force. As they scaled, the tide began to turn. By mid-2023, Perplexity hit a turning point. After iterating on user feedback, they launched Pro Mode with advanced models like GPT-4 integration, boosting accuracy to 95%. Partnerships with publishers ensured fair content use, mitigating legal risks. Their user base exploded to 10 million monthly actives, driven by viral word-of-mouth among tech-savvy millennials. Challenges persisted, server crashes during peaks tested infrastructure, but each fix made them robust. Analytically, their churn rate dropped 40% as features like voice search and mobile apps resonated with on-the-go professionals. This phase highlights a key startup truth. Challenges are data points for iteration. Optimism surged as valuations hit $1 billion unicorn status. For you, the innovator, ask, how can you turn your setbacks into scalable strengths? Perplexity's path shows AI entrepreneurship thrives on adaptability, paving the way for their breakthrough innovations ahead. Now let's unpack Perplexity's game-changing innovations. Their core tech, a proprietary mix of semantic search and generative AI that understands context, not just words. For instance, asking Best AI Startups 2024 yields curated lists with pros, cons, and sources, no more sifting through blogs. They've pioneered collections for collaborative research, ideal for teams. Under the hood, custom models trained on anonymized queries reduce bias, aligning with ethical AI trends. Data backs it. User satisfaction scores hit 4.85, outpacing competitors. This isn't hype. It's measurable impact. Optimistically, Perplexity is making knowledge accessible, empowering young pros to innovate faster. Imagine bootstrapping your startup with instant, cited market insights. Their focus on privacy, no tracking ads, builds loyalty in a surveillance-weary world. As we climb to their climax, see how these breakthroughs are reshaping industries. Innovation alone doesn't guarantee success. Execution does. Perplexity scaled by embedding AI in everyday tools, API for developers, integrations with Slack and Notion. Their $250 million Series C in 2024, led by IVP, valued them at $9 billion, attracting talent like magnets. Analytically, revenue streams diversified. Subscriptions at $20 a month, enterprise deals with Fortune 500s for custom search. Challenges like AI ethics. They lead with watermarking generated content. For the 20 to 35 crowd, this is inspiration. Perplexity turned a side project into a behemoth by prioritizing user-centric design. Trends show AI search growing 300% yearly. They're riding the wave. Subtly humorous note, while Google scrambles with Bard, Perplexity's quietly winning hearts. This rising action builds to their optimistic peak, where real-world impacts shine. Here's the climax. Perplexity's breakthroughs are transforming lives. In education, students ace papers with cited summaries. Professionals close deals with instant competitor intel. Case study. A climate startup used Perplexity to research carbon tech, accelerating their pivot by months. Optimism abounds. Their AI reduces info asymmetry, fostering innovation ecosystems. Data. 70% of users report higher productivity. Ethically, by citing sources, they support creators, boosting the web's economy. For young entrepreneurs, this is the spark. AI isn't a tool, it's a co-founder. Perplexity's resilience amid challenges proves startups can humanize tech. As impacts ripple, from healthcare diagnostics to legal research, the future looks bright. Their story culminates in proving safe. Smart AI drives progress, inspiring us all to dream bigger. Zooming into impacts, Perplexity empowers sectors beyond tech. In finance, analysts forecast trends with synthesized reports. Educators craft curricula sans hours of Googling. Their API has 50,000 developers building on it, creating an ecosystem. Optimistically, this democratizes expertise, no more gate-kept knowledge. Challenges overcome, like bias mitigation via diverse training data, ensure inclusivity. Stats enterprise adoption up 200% YoY for viewers bootstrapping ideas, emulate this. Integrate AI early for leverage. Subtle humor. Perplexity's answers are so good, even your grandma might ditch Alexa. Their triumphs highlight AI's potential for good, turning abstract tech into tangible wins. As we near the end, these stories fuel the entrepreneurial fire. Looking ahead, Perplexity eyes multimodal search, handling images, voice, even AR. With 9B valuation, they're acquiring talent and expanding globally. Trends predict AI search overtaking traditional by 2027. Optimism reigns. Ethical AI like theirs counters dystopian fears. For 20 to 35-year-olds, the takeaway: start small, iterate boldly. Perplexity's journey, from frustration to unicorn, shows AI innovation is accessible. Analytically, their moat is trust and speed. As challenges evolve, so will they, inspiring a wave of startups. Imagine your AI tool changing search in sustainability or edtech. Their success proves visionaries win. Now, as we wrap up, let's distill actionable insights to fuel your ambitions. In conclusion, Perplexity AI's story is a blueprint for AI entrepreneurship. Identify pains, innovate ethically, persist through storms. Key takeaways: build with users in mind, leverage open source wisely, and scale sustainably. For you, start today, prototype an AI twist on your passion. Their optimistic vibe: AI amplifies human potential, not replaces it. We've analyzed the tech, challenges, and wins, now apply it. Thanks for joining this AI startup story. Subscribe for more inspirations on innovation journeys. What's your next big idea? Comment below and let's connect the dots to tomorrow's breakthroughs. Remember, in the AI era, curiosity is your superpower.